Hey guys!
Hello!
Welcome to Knitistry Knerds podcast number 12.
12. There's the 10.
I'm Katie.
I'm Michelle.
And we are high school science teachers in the upstate of South Carolina. We have our big periodic table behind us. And our little mascots, Earl the Erlenmeyer.
And Rhonda the round bottom.
So cute.
They are. They're squishy. We sit here and play squishies with them all the
Yeah.
time.
It's fun, you know.
We squish.
It's
All right,
it's
well,
been
out of the
about 2 weeks, I guess.
2 weeks and a day.
In a day. So we
2 weeks and a day. Today is Thursday, November 10th.
and this will probably air sometime this weekend, but you know we're coming back at it. It's a really dreary, nasty day in South Carolina.
Nicole is coming.
Yeah.
Tropical storm Nicole is working her way up to us, and some of the schools in the area have already gone to e-learning days for tomorrow, but
not really in our vicinity.
not
just
up here with us, but
over.
a little south of us.
Yeah, so
And
we probably
won't. Yeah.
But
Yeah. it's a do we want to? Do we not want to?
I took my computer home just in case.
No, I did. I only live 3.5 miles from the school, so I'll just run up there if I need it.
It's
if
only
we don't
wind
do it.
that'll probably be an issue.
Yeah,
so.
we're supposed to get. It's been raining for a while, and we're supposed to increase in amount of rain we get, but it'll be all right. We'll be fine.
Either way, so.
It's not supposed to be bad. It's just tropical storm at this point.
Yeah. So it's not too bad. But we talked about last time we're both on diets.
Yes, we are.
Spending diets. I got a couple of things.
A couple of little things.
Literally, we've got almost nothing new, guys.
I have some things I ordered before the trip, before our SAF and Black Mountain Indie
that came through
trip that have arrived. So I'm
ship
going to
out.
show those, but yeah, it's kind of slim on the getting side right now because we got so much before, and I'm making myself. Okay, I did cast on one thing from our purchases, just one. But I'm trying to make myself get some things done before I cast on anything new.
That's what I said.
And at least get to clue 2 on Mystery Knit Along.
She's getting there, guys.
I'm progressing.
Go check Instagram. She posted a picture.
I did, sitting at the beach working on it, and I did get quite a bit done. I'm still not through with clue 1. But I'm almost there. If we have an e-learning day tomorrow, I will be on clue 2 before the end of the day.
That's the way it'll be. So, you know, we're trucking along.
I may take you to school and work on it. Because kids were talking today. They're not coming to school.
They don't want to come to school tomorrow.
We have a football game tonight. And we're in the playoffs. We're in the playoffs, and so we have a football game tonight.
It was supposed to be tomorrow.
And they moved it to tonight. And tonight's probably going to be worse weather than tomorrow night. But it's the way it goes sometimes with all that. And the kids are like, it's going to be raining. I don't want to come to school tomorrow. I'm not coming to school tomorrow. So I probably won't have a class in any of my classes.
I teach freshmen. They'll all be there.
Yeah, freshmen. Parents aren't going to,
They don't stay home.
They're just going to dump them off.
Yeah.
Like they always do. But mine all drive.
Yeah.
So
if they don't have to go, a lot of them won't go.
Yeah, some of them they only have one class at the school or 2 at most, and so they're gonna not. I probably won't see most of my kids tomorrow. Yeah. So I might just knit during the day and show episodes of Bones. my new thing, Bones. I started covering forensic anthropology in my forensics course, and I haven't really specialized on that before. And I'm learning so much, and I'm having so much stinking fun with anthropology. Oh my God, I'm waving leg bones around today. I borrowed the anatomy teacher's box of bones. They're fake. They're not real bones. And I'm waving leg bones around and pointing at them and measuring them. And
it's fun.
It is fun. I'm having so much fun. I've been bouncing skulls. And it's fun. I'm having a ball.
You all want to be in her class, right?
It's fun.
Yes.
We have a good time.
Is that your first period?
Yes. This semester is first period.
Go in sometime.
They're so sullen. I mean, not sullen. They're just quiet.
Yeah.
Because they're still half asleep.
8 a.m.
I get blah, and they all wake up.
She's a morning person.
Kind of funny. I am now. I wasn't when I was younger, but kids kind of changed that. Yeah. When you got to get up in the morning,
kids
might as well enjoy it. Might as well enjoy it.
Might as well.
All right, so what do you want to start with? We have no FOs.
I think we should start with a few things for our...
We're wearing things.
Oh, we're wearing things. I know I've showed this before. This is the Portage... What is her name? Crap.
We do this every time.
I'm going to say right now, guys, I might think I know the name, but I never actually know the name. I'm terrible with names.
These pockets are best.
Look at the cute little
I
pockets.
know. I'm undressing her as she sits here. But
it's all right.
These pockets are so cool. I want to do this because of the pockets, but then I look at that stitch and go,
You could do just like a garter stitch there.
No, it wouldn't be the same.
It wouldn't.
But
it would have the same pockets.
It would have the pockets. But I think I may have to do that.
It was
I
fun.
pull it up like every month. I pull it up and look at it. So I may have to do it.
Melissa Scacciasquari. Right there. Poor Toppage.
Yeah, I can't remember her name. We do this all the time.
Yeah, she has some cute patterns. So that's like
I bought it. I own the pattern.
And then here, I'll show you the details.
That's the stitch. That's what's causing Michelle heart.
And it really wasn't bad because you could do it all. It's like cabling without a cable needle. And really, you knit through the back loop of the second stitch and then knit through the front loop of the first stitch. So it's really, it wasn't bad.
My eyes are crossing. My eyes are crossing.
You do have to, I did have to learn how to tink back when I messed up, because you can mess it up if you can get them like lined up. They're supposed to be altered.
Yeah, so that's what drove me nuts with the honeybee sweater. Mm-hmm. Which is a similar stitch pattern. No, I can tink, I can undo and redo. That's not the problem. The fact that I kept messing up and having to do that is what it was ticking me off. Because I'd get going and I'm cruising down, then I'd realize they were all lined up instead of alternating.
Yeah, and that one they had to be alternating to get the honeycomb. Yeah. That was the Beekeeper by Marie Green.
I called it a honeycomb, but
there is a honeycomb one.
It's got something to do with bees.
Yeah.
It's got something to do with bees.
It's a pretty little honeycomb. I did that
kind of stitch. So, I'm wearing Sanguine
by
More Thunder. I can't. I was going to stand up.
I don't think you have to.
But
look at it, guys.
There we go. And you can see.
She got some good compliments at school today.
I got a lot I really did. Kids and teachers alike. You can see all the. I think I might have made it a little longer. Is the pattern split hem with a longer back, or did I do that?
No.
You know me.
She split the hem, and
I just split hem longer in the back because that's the way I roll. And I did the sleeve shorter, and I didn't decrease at all because I like a big old floppy sleeve and bracelet length, so my bracelets show off.
It's an easy pattern. I'm working on it right now. I'll show it to you guys later, actually.
Some of this is yours, and I don't remember what. I think the teal is yours.
Is that
It was one of your lab experiments.
Okay. I think the pink might be.
The pink is yours. The teal is yours.
I don't think the yellow is. The gray might be.
The yellow is a Brooklyn tweed.
No, the yellow's not mine.
DK. Either. I don't remember what it is. And the blacky gray thing. I don't remember what it is. It's all DK. I do know that.
Yep, it's a DK sweater.
It's a DK sweater. And it was so much fun to knit. It really, really was.
I'll show you mine later. I actually split for sleeves.
Yes, she did.
Last time I showed it, I did not have split for sleeves.
And I just love this sweater. I really do. I wear it. It is not heavy. It got up to 60, 61 today.
Yeah, and no problem.
Yeah, I had no problem.
It's a fun knit.
Yeah, even with a t-shirt underneath it.
Yeah.
My hair's, sorry guys, my clamp is pulling the back of my head down. Hurting.
I was going to say, let's show off a few of our Instagram tags. So we're doing
our knit along.
Experimental knit along. So essentially it goes from now until the end of the year, so December 31st, 2022.
Yep.
And the whole point of the experiment is you do something you've never done before. And that could be like...
Or something challenging.
Or challenging. I'm going to
Or something science themed. Or
science themed. So anything to do with science or an experiment itself. Some people are spinning their own yarn to knit with. Things like that. So I'm going to show some of the things on Instagram. So if you post on Instagram, the hashtag is NerdsEcal 2022. So we're going to try to do this every year is the plan.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to show ours, but I know this one is done. I mean, if they're posting it on Instagram, can I show their name? What do you think?
We'll try to bullet. Yeah.
So
we're new at this, people. We're new at this. Isn't that
super
pretty?
cute? She did finish this, so it's if you're on our Ravelry chatter, she posted her finished product. It still needed to be blocked, but it's really pretty. She wore it for Halloween, she said.
It's gorgeous.
That is an English style knitting. She did a great job.
It's beautiful.
Changing from continental to English.
Yeah, she was practicing changing handedness.
And this one's done now, but this is making 2 sweaters for some grandbabies.
Yes.
Look at the yarn they chose. It's beautiful. What's up? My finger's in the way. I'm sorry, guys. If you go look up the hashtag on Instagram, you will be able to see all this.
There's one of them.
I don't want to show names that don't want to be shown. There's one of the sweaters. She finished it. Look how cute it is.
It's precious.
Such a cute little sweater. And then somebody. Oh no, that's her sweater. That's it. That's all we really have on there for our hashtag. There's quite a few on our Ravelry group.
Where's the Vertices Unite?
I don't think she must not have put it on the hashtag.
She's just tagged us in it.
Maybe. Let me pull it up because I know. Yeah, you're right. She did tag.
I know she tagged us in it.
Sorry, internet's a little slow here.
It's that time of day. It's the arsenic hour, people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's maybe that's a family thing. If you have had little children in your life, you know that everybody melts down between 5 and 7, including adults. I mean, adults do too. It's that transition time where you're transitioning from the daytime activities and the daytime patterns into your evening stuff, and tempers are short and patience is short, and it's like programmed for everybody to have a meltdown. So we call it in my family the arsenic hours, 5 to 7, and our internet has a problem during for some reason here at the house, our internet goes wonky between 5 and 7.
It's weird. All right, so I'm going to show a few that are on our Ravelry group. So Knitistry Nerds on Ravelry. The other one's not loading, so
I'm sorry.
But we have a cheddar, a
cheddar. We got some cheddar, and we have a brie, and we have a Havarti.
Guys, I'm tired.
I'm sorry. My brain just went wee.
That's a good joke.
Sarah Day, that was for you. Our friend who moved to Denver, Colorado. She loves buns. She's so
great. She's so fast.
She's so natural with them. It's so funny. So that was for you, Sarah.
All right, let's try this again. We have a cheddar.
Hereafter to be known as a cheddar.
The cheddar thread. I might actually change it and put in parentheses
it's a cheddar thread.
A whip, and an FO. So we've got a few FOs. I've been trying to go through and reply. So let me show a few of these FOs. So this is what did she say this was? Oop, go back. A sleep sack.
Oh, for babies.
For babies. And this is her first time using or doing cables without a cable needle. Look how cute it is.
Oh, that's precious.
She did such a good job.
My babies wouldn't
Look at those cables.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
She did a great job.
Oh, yeah.
I think I said that. And
Very
then
good.
this one, for Halloween. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone, guys. Look at the cute little pumpkin she made. Or he. I didn't even look. I'm sorry. Look at the cute pumpkin they made.
That's a pretty pumpkin.
It is a pretty pumpkin. Well, I don't think we have very many guys on our that are coming through. That's kind of sad.
Not yet, but those socks are pretty.
Somebody fit some socks. Self-striping yarn, I assume. I go through and I like them because there's the finished one.
She's way better at this than I am.
There you go.
There it is. Isn't that gorgeous?
She did such a good job.
I love those colors.
That is a she. But that's
Yes, it
all
is.
the
It
FOs
is.
we have. There's some whips in there, so go check them out. See what people are doing. Put some.
Don't
things
forget
in
our
there.
hashtag on Instagram.
Yep. So we will show ours. So we're both kind of knitting the same thing, and I actually got some good knitting done. I'm done with charts.
Hers are gorgeous.
You're done with one chart.
I'm done with the chart on the one sock that I'm doing.
So I'm doing 2 at a time socks because maybe then I'll actually finish both socks. The whole point of so we're doing the same pattern. It is we've got chemistry socks.
You want me to pull it up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it.
So they are chemistry themed. They got little test tubes around the top. And then you're trying 2 new styles of heel.
Yeah, I'm going to experiment with heels.
And then I'm just trying to finish 2 socks because I've got lots of sinkles.
I'm also trying to learn to hold 2 yarns in my left hand and 1 yarn in my right hand.
So 3 color work.
I mean, I've done 3 color work before, but it's never gone very smoothly. So I've been trying different ways to make it happen.
Yeah.
And okay, here's the pattern. We've got chemistry socks.
Right. Is it LK?
Emma LK. And there's the socks, and you can do them in 2 colors or 3 colors. Mm-hmm. So we're
both doing 3.
We're both doing 3, but she's gonna duplicate stitch,
which I've never done that either. So
that's another new thing for her.
And I put a little progress keeper on there to show my progress in the last episode.
Yay!
Guys, I'm getting there.
Okay, so you show yours, and I'll do mine.
Yep, I got 2 at a time. I'm just gonna show one.
So she's doing her experimenting is 2 at a time, just finishing a pair of socks, and duplicate stitching.
And I changed the pattern.
And she changed the pattern. She made her own chart up.
I did make my own chart. So it was just test tubes, and I really wanted to add in Erlenmeyer flasks for Earl, because Earl's my little buddy. So here's my progress.
Aren't they
so
cute?
I'm going to duplicate stitch the green in there, which is the green Michelle's using as well.
I have it. Here,
Yep.
I got you.
I just dropped it.
Here's the green.
Here's the green.
That's my half of the green. Fiber seed. I don't remember the name of the green, but it's fiber seed. She still sells this color green. We saw it at the show.
There's my little Erlenmeyer flask. Let me get rid of my witch's hat.
Isn't that precious?
They came out really good.
I might do Erlenmeyer's on my next one. On my second sock.
And I've got my little progress keeper. So that's how far I've gotten since last time on both of them.
On both of them. She's doing 2 at a time.
So what I did was I didn't do both of the charts at the same time. I took one of them off, did the chart, then did the other one. Keeping it with 4 balls of yarn at the same time, I didn't think that was going to go so well because it gets tangled with just 2. I mean, you can see it's all over the place right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing 1 at a time, because 6 balls at a time is absolutely not going to happen.
So I figured if I did one of each of the charts, it would still give you the same process. The chart literally took 45 minutes, I think, because I'm only doing 2 colors. I don't have 3 colors in mine.
Yeah.
But so each sock, an hour and a half, and then the chart's done. And then now I'm just zooming around until I get to a heel.
I just yanked stitches off.
She did yank. Can you get them? It's dark in here. So let us know about lighting, because it is starting to get, time change this past weekend for us. So lighting's going to be a little difficult these days. But
we do have a ring light on, so we're hoping that
lightens it up enough.
Yeah, see, you can see the ring lights.
Yeah, so we're going to
try not to look up.
I don't think we really don't glare our glasses in any of our episodes. So,
It's not too bad.
Maybe you guys won't know our eye colors, but... You know what? For those of you who really like nerdy things, if you've read or seen the movie The Host, I kind of look like that right now.
Yes, she does. I was getting ready to say, creepy movie time, creepy movie time.
I do like that. So if you like audiobooks, I listened to The Host, Stephanie Meyer audiobook several times. I don't know, just something about the girl who reads it. It's just, and it's actually a good story. I know a lot of people with Twilight, it's a little iffy, but The Host was really good. Sorry, I digress. But those are my socks. I'm going to move my little progress keeper while Michelle tells.
Mine. Here's my one little shock. But I am through the color work. My 3 at a time color work. Holding it closer so you can see. I chose to not do the ribbing in a separate color at the top. I'm just going to do alternate color toes.
And heels?
No, because the heels I'm wanting to try. Well, one of them I can do an alternate color. I don't know about. I don't care if socks match. I've never cared if socks match. Matter of fact, I don't think I've ever made a pair of socks that do match. I change the stitch pattern, or I change the yarn, or I change both. I never have. That's how I managed to get a pair of socks done, is that they don't really match. Even striped socks, I'll do them backwards. I'll do one toe up and one toe down so that the stripes don't match on purpose. All right, but you can see that there's the whole chart. I just finished the chart. I've switched back to the smaller needles and am doing just leg now. But you can see and I know I said on last podcast that I was going to do the test tubes in green and the bubbles and the liquid in purple, and I forgot, and I did all the bubbles in green and then realized I did it backwards, and I said, oh well, let's just keep going.
That looks good. So
I'm going to have green insides too. Like that. I might do it backwards on the other one.
Something different. Different. Even her pictures that a lot of people did them like backwards or different. So
yeah,
just
on different on the 2 different socks. So, or I may do all Erlenmeyer's on the other one, since Katie's done the charting.
I did some too.
So I'm doing 9-inch circulars for Ray. Her needles are ready. I'm doing 9-inch circles for the first time. I've never used 9-inch circulars. I'm finally used to them and really liking them. They don't bother my hands at all. I'm really enjoying them. And 3 colors at a time. I've tried 2 different kinds of the Norwegian knitting thimble thingies where you can hold strands and you run them through the loops and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, that's too fancy. I don't like it. I just wrap them both around my finger and I grab the one I need and always grab the same one underneath the other one every time. Yeah, see, I have those too. But
so I have several of these. I really liked it when I did a few of my color work projects. You run the yarn through there and it doesn't get stuck. There are loops And so you can loop it in and out. I've got to a point where I don't need them anymore. I just hold them on 2 separate sections.
That's what I did. I finally taught myself to hold them in different places and grab the same one underneath each time.
Yeah. So, because Michelle does her 2 color work, 1 continental, 1 English, right?
Yeah.
So she does
one on each hand.
And I hold both of mine, do continental knitting when I do 2 color work. But when I first started doing color work, this was a lifesaver because it helped keep the yarn separated. But now I don't need it. So
I learned English style throwing with my right hand, and I knit that way for years, probably
longer than I've been alive, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably about. But I started having trouble with my arthritis, and it was really, I could not knit for more than 30 minutes at a time throwing. And I was a stay-at-home mom at the time, and that was not acceptable. I needed to knit more than 30 minutes a day to be a stay-at-home mom. It helped me process what was going on. And so I got a book and taught myself, I don't remember what book it was, and learned to knit continental. Practice. And I knit I knit a dress for my daughter. Sarah was about 4. Yeah, okay, so Sarah was about 4 years old. She's 26 now. So,
not longer than I've been alive.
Not longer than she's been alive. And I forced myself, when I worked on that pattern, that project, I could only do continental. And it was knit. The skirt was in the round, so it was all knitting. And by the time I got to the bodice, which was flat, so it was purl and knit. By the time I got there, I was really good at the knitting part and knit stitch, and so it really became the top was just teaching me how to purl and how to hold it and stuff. And so after that, I got really fast, a lot faster at continental than I am English. But I can still, I do both. So when I do a 2 color project, I've got 1 in each hand, and I go pretty fast. So, and you can't tell a difference in my knit stitch gauge, no matter which hand I use. I can go back and forth in the same project, and you can't tell where I've switched. But my purling is a little bit different. I'm looser purling with my right hand throwing than I am with the left continental.
That makes sense.
So, the bag. Mine is in another one of my JoJo bags, the Cozy Up Knit Sisters mother, JoJo. See JoJo bags. I had showed the great big one. You'll see it again in a minute. But this is the smaller one I got. I thought this was wild in fall colors, and it has a window, and I love this bag. It has a little yellow leather tassel on the zipper, so you can see my sock.
So I guess I should show this. So we got these at
the O-Snap bags,
the O-Snap Deli bags. I'm actually using the snaps to keep my yarn separate. So that's one way. We talked about that. Yeah. And I thought I'd try it out. So it's actually working really well.
That's cool. That's good to know. I'm going to have to
get the yarn coming out 2 places.
All the color projects I got going.
Yeah, it was super easy, and I can take the yarn out if I need to. It's not stuck, which is what we talk about
all the time. We don't like that. I don't want it to be stuck. Okay, so I want to use it for a different project because I have so many.
If I get mad at it, I should be able to throw it in a corner and still use the bag I've got.
I know. That's how I feel about it too.
So, but that's how I'm using that bag. All right. Should we do some more whips?
We should do some more whips.
Okay. I'll show it real quick, but I haven't done much here.
Update.
And I'll put a stitch marker because if I don't get much further, then I won't show it again next time. But this is still the Collecting Breezes top. And I know what her name looks like, but I know I can't pronounce it, so we'll put it in the show notes.
It's Collecting Breeze. And thank you for watching and
all your kind words.
Comments. Yes, thank you.
So it's split hem, and in between, I don't think I've showed this in a while, but there is a mohair kind of fill-in
skirt that sticks out underneath it.
And so I'm going to do
that plum. There it is. It's a beautiful dark purple.
So these two together, so it'll go in the splits and then around the bottom as well.
Like wearing an under cami or something underneath, so made out of mohair.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
It's really pretty.
These colors together, and
it's really pretty.
Super soft yarn. That is the Raid or RAID
from Red Stag
Fibers, and this is the color Antique Tobacco.
Red Stag Fiber has a pop-up show or trunk pop-up, whatever you want to call it, at Black Mountain.
When?
Starting the 15th. I got it in an email.
I'm on a yarn diet.
I know. I am too. That's why I hadn't told you yet. I got his email the other day. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't tell Katie about that. Yeah. So, he's got a great, yeah, he has a really nice website, Red Stag Fiber.
He does.
And he has a list of all of his shows and stuff that he's going to and where his yarn is and pop-ups and stuff. So go check him out. He's got great yarn.
Yeah, if you're in the area, go see Black Mountain.
Great yarn.
The 15th.
I think it was November 15th.
So this weekend.
Yeah.
Or next week. Yeah.
Did I keep that email? Laws of mercy, I got a bunch of emails today.
Right. If I think I might buy something and if I see the email again, I just delete it and move on with my life right now.
I might have. Yeah, I did. I deleted it. But you can look on his website.
Yeah, Red Stag Fiber.
Red Stag Fiber.
And that's R-E, not E-R.
Yeah, it's R-E?
I think so.
Okay. Oh, I could just search and see if I still have it. Red Stag. Nope.
She deleted it. She did a good thing. She deleted it.
I did. Amazing. That doesn't happen very often. I keep lots. Well, my personal thing, I keep emails that are open-ended that I still have things going or I still want to do something with. At work, I've got folders and I move them suckers out. I don't want to see any in my inbox.
I don't know when my work is done.
Sorry, we're babbling. We're all over it's the weather.
It's the weather and we don't have a lot to
It's the weather.
show, I guess. But
okay.
You got some more progress, these things?
I have progress. We already talked about this. I'll go ahead and show it. If you hadn't seen Clue 1, this is a spoiler for Stephen West's Mystery Knit-Along. The sucker's over. I've already gotten the whole pattern put together in one file.
To be honest, she hasn't even completed any part of Clue 1 to look like Clue 1 because of the looping that you have to do.
I haven't done the looping.
Even if you see this, it doesn't give much away until she starts looping it together.
Yeah. Okay, so see, look. Last time I was at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was right here.
Look at that. You did a lot.
I was right here.
Was that one stripe a day?
Pretty
Let's
much.
see. That's been 2 weeks, so no.
No, I missed some days.
That's all right. You got a lot.
I've done that much
That's
since the last time.
Yeah.
Which it's getting better. It's getting easier for me to do because I've got it freaking memorized. But
yeah,
it is pretty.
It is. I love your color.
I'm really excited. I want to get to Clue 2 because then I can use my accent color. So I want to get to Clue 2. My accent color is that gold with it. I think that really pops. So.
I think it'll look really good together.
Anyway, so I have progress. I made progress. Okay, I didn't quit, which is a miracle. I did not quit. I have not quit on it yet.
It has not been in timeout yet either.
It hasn't been in timeout yet. I've continually started on it. This is a new cast on.
Ooh.
Progress. Okay, again, JoJo bag. Here's another JoJo bag. The one I showed before, the pickup trucks like my grandfather's. And okay, I actually threw my 3 seasons in here, but I haven't done anything on it, so it's just in there. Oops, I'm almost through the first ball of yarn. Okay, this is the Autumn League pullover by 2 of Wands, and I'm doing it in Line Brand Jeans yarn. It's acrylic, and it's black, and it's not going to show up very good. But the last time y'all saw this, let me find the...
I think it was on this side.
Yeah, it's on this side. Where? Goodness gracious, Great McGillicuddy. There it is. Okay, now that's not where that's just showing. All right, I was... Can you see that little V kind of? You can see how those line of stitches come down and cross and go over here. I was right here last time you saw this. And now I'm all the way down here. And I'm not that far from splitting for the sleeves.
Nice.
But it's got.
Is this bottom up or top down?
Top down. It's moving along.
Yeah.
Really well. It's fun to knit on. It's just in the round. It's almost a vroom at this point. NASCAR project. Round and round. But it's so soft and it's so springy. I like working on it. Mm-hmm. This is fun to work on.
Because the black is variegated. I know a lot of people who don't want to knit with black yarn because it's hard to see the stitches, which I completely agree with.
Oh yeah, solid black kills me.
But this is, I think it's variegated enough. Do you feel
like it's got that lighter strand running through it that
kind of helps with that
because I've done it in relatively poor lighting. We went away this weekend, if you saw my Instagram post, to the beach, and lighting's not good. Once the sun goes down, lamps aren't the best thing, and I do have a travel light, but it's a pain in the butt to get out, so I don't usually pull it out, and I could still see on the black. It wasn't hard to work on. All right, this is also progress. Sweet. This is my Easy V.
I only have one more. That's why she's going so much.
Yeah, I'm piling up here. Okay, last time I showed the Easy V, I had just run out of yarn on the body. I had all the color yoke done, and I had finished up on the body, and I think I had one row of a sleeve. Mm-hmm. Well, here's the sleeve.
It's a sleeve.
It is a sleeve, and it has color work started.
That's good.
So there, you can see.
Those colors look great together.
This is where the sleeve starts. So I've done all of this since last podcast.
Nice. I will tell you, I did work on mine for like 20 minutes.
Once the new needle came in?
No. Before that. So okay. I was at the doctor's office, and we got the doctor's office. You got a lot of knitting to do, and I'm knitting, and then my Chowgu cable snapped. Did I talk about this last time? I did. So
you had ordered it, and the needle's now come, right?
It's come in, yep. And it was super fast. It was only a couple of days, and right to the door, and
so she can get back on it.
So I'll get back on it, but I have so many projects in progress that it was kind of like, all right, that can just stay in time out for now.
But again, it's color work, and I love it. Mm-hmm. The yarn I really like, and I think I called this Zabberball last time. It's not. It's Yarn Hero. But
she's been kind of doing
both. I use both. Zabberball I'm using Koivu Light, mm-hmm. which I have not worked on at all, so I'm not going to bother to show it. But this is 3 different colors of Yarn Hero. Yeah. I really like Yarn Hero.
It looks really pretty.
And it's really nice to work on. So
it's a fun one. You guys should check it out.
There we go.
And again, we might want to say, because this is your first time, she did, we both did that, but twisted ribbing on the neck.
I forgot. Yeah, so we both do that because we both like twisted ribbing more than we do straight up knitting.
So if that is not in the pattern, so if that's something you do like, try to catch those little things.
I do that. Yeah, you're right. That's the only change I've made so far.
Just the
twisted ribbing so far.
She's already thinking about some.
Yeah, creative.
Is that your last one? You want to do mine?
I have a cast on.
Okay, I'll do my whip then.
Yeah.
All right, I have showed this before. I don't really remember where I was. I think I was in the blue because I thought I just started my first color repeat.
Yeah, I think so.
This is the Soldatna.
No,
Sanguine. Sorry, I don't know.
That's okay.
I keep calling it that.
I knitted them both. I knitted them at the same time, back to back.
Mm-hmm. So I have sleeves.
So pretty.
Look at that. I got armholes.
I love your color choices.
And then So all this yarn is from Knit Picks. This is I got a little Knit Picks gloss, and it's in the DK weight.
Yep.
And I've got a gray, I've got the blue, a light gray, dark gray, and the orange and the pink. It's been fun.
It's really nice.
And this yarn is fabulous. Like, I absolutely love it. Super squishy, and this pattern just goes.
It really is soft.
Yeah, it's like.
The pattern's fun.
Yeah, it just keeps changing, and then I'm not knitting the same thing in the same color, so it's different enough that, yes, I've knit these spikes, but now I'm doing it in gray and pink instead of light gray and dark gray, so it feels different,
Yeah, that's how mine was. It's
been fun.
Yeah, and it's easily memorable.
Honestly,
easy to remember repeats.
I can look up here and see what I did.
I watched her do that earlier. She didn't pull her chart out. She said went there and said, okay, I do this many rows. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm good. I keep going.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we talked about it a little bit, but we actually did our yarn knitting. Not knitting. It's a yarn club for our
students.
Our period at school. So we sponsored a yarny club. I think I just called it yarn club, right?
Yarn crafting.
Yarn crafting. So we've got a ton of kids coming in. A lot of them are doing crochet.
We have 15 to 20.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we're doing it once a week.
We have a lot of comebacks, which is good.
Yeah,
we're not getting different kids every time, so it's kind of exciting. But they come in and we either teach them how to knit or teach them how to crochet, or they already know.
And they've got a few of them bring their projects with them.
And then someone just used the stuff that we have lying around. It's been fun. We taught a couple girls to do single crochets, and it was just...
They'd been chaining.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so we kind of added in. But I don't don't know. It's just been fun. We've had some good kids come in. It's
relaxing, and we can talk about yarn and
and they talk about everything.
Yes, they do.
But, it's not just yarn. It's, hey, what do you think about these colleges? And what about this major? And so
we did a lot of that today.
We just kind of discuss our thoughts. We don't really, I never suggest that they should go anywhere or like an implication they should do something. But I will
just have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? This place is good for this.
I'm a big advocate of like making sure kids understand they have to pay for college when they're done, unless mommy and daddy are doing it, or a scholarship. And so I try to make it, hey, if you go to one of our local tech colleges, the first couple of years is free for almost every kid.
Well, as long as they've maintained relatively good grades.
It's like a 2.5, I think.
Yeah, they lowered it for the Hope,
I think,
scholarship.
But so trying to instill some financial understanding is my thing when I go through there, because I did have, a lot of people have a lot of college expenses when they go out.
I got 2 just graduated and 1 in still, so yeah.
So, but it's been fun, like kids coming in.
It is fun for them to do something besides science. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I don't teach. I taught 1 of the 15 I've taught. So
there's a couple in there I've taught. Some of them I think are coming in because they know it's us, but they're still, like, we've had the conversation of, like, if you come in here, you better have yarn and doing something.
You've got to have some yarn.
Mostly because, like, we're just having an issue with kids. They join a club just to be with their friends. So they're...
Or to hang out with a certain teacher.
Yeah, and so I don't want to take the opportunity away from somebody who does want to actually be in the club.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I kind of rambled there.
That's okay. No, so, we've got a bajillion old needles and hooks and just balls of yarn of all kinds of different flavors and colors. And so they're messing with that until they get good at it. And then they'll, I guess, get their own branch out. Yeah. We're just kind of winging it. We don't know what we're doing. We're just winging it.
There's the yarn. There's the needles. There's the hook.
Go get what
you want and come back.
And come back and sit down. And we'll go from there.
We've had a few kids who will start with one and then decide
we
to go
are
somewhere
using the rhyme that we learned and we talked about.
There's not many that are knitting, but I did teach them the first time. I was like, you stab it, you choke it, rip out its guts, and throw him off the cliff. And you can hear them muttering.
You can hear them say, stab it, choke it. Then what? Guts! Somebody yells guts, and he's like, oh yeah.
I have one kid come, Mr. Chapman, I choked him, and now what do I do? The things I could think of saying, like, let me go find the acid.
It kind of gets a little crazy.
But it's they enjoy it, and it's just fun for us to sit down and share that with some of our kids.
We're having fun with that. So, I'm waiting for when some of the teachers show up. So, of course, they're all doing something during it.
They are. Yeah.
Okay, this is my cast on. I have a new cast on. I couldn't help myself.
She had to cast.
I had to cast this on. I got it at SAF from Fiber Seed.
So we talked about the yarn.
Right, we talked about the yarn. It's Sprout, Fiber Seed Sprout. And this is the Clemson one that I showed last episode. And the Depth Cow, DEPTH cow.
It looks like a tiger. Like, it looks like tiger stripes in certain parts.
It's so... Let me try to turn it around so you can see how it's striping.
Oh, that looks super cool.
It's called planned pooling is what we discovered. But I'm doing my best, and you basically have to change the size of the stitches in order to get the yarn to kind of line up the way you want it. So I'm trying to keep it so that get a chunk, mostly purple, orange like that, so I can fold it the different ways. So if I want the purple to be focused in the middle, or if I want orange to be focused in the middle, I can fold it whichever way. So basically, I'm knitting a tube, and then I'm going to come back and graft the two ends together to make one big tube, and it'll be a cowl, and you can again flatten it out so either color will show. My husband is a huge Clemson graduate follower, and
loves them.
Yes, we had a sad weekend. When the Tigers got beat.
Yeah, I found out Wednesday we lost.
Yeah,
the game was Saturday, right?
It was Saturday.
I found out Wednesday.
It was interesting. So we were at the beach, a place that had one TV with cable, and we couldn't get the streaming services to work on the other ones either. But so we had one TV with cable, and we had a game on there, and it had Clemson on the big TV. and I've got the World Series on my tablet, and I've got my Wolfpack football game, because I'm an NC State grad, on my phone. And I'm watching all three, keeping track of everything going on at one time. I can just hear it now.
Oh, no! Yes!
I know. He says, "What are you yelling at?" "Baseball." "Wolfpack."
Which one? Which one?
Yeah, so I'm trying to keep track of all the things. Well, my teams both won. Astros won the World Series, and the Wolfpack won their game. Clemson lost theirs, so we were 2 out of 3 for that night. But I had games going on every device around me, and it was hysterical. And I'm still trying to knit. I'm balancing devices and knit and keep up with all the scores.
Your tension must have been terrible.
Yeah, it was not good, but that's okay. I was doing something.
From what I understand, though, they deserved to lose this past weekend. Like they did not play a good game.
It was ugly.
They didn't score till the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was ugly. It was ugly.
Yeah, that's my husband.
Zach doesn't have his headphones on today. But anyway, so I cast on my Clemson depth cowl.
That's cute. I like how it's pulling.
It is. I'm really enjoying working on it. Let's see if I can't pull up the pattern so you can see. I know I showed it last time, but I'm going to pull it up again because while they don't have pictures of the Clemson color,
they do have the finished cowl.
Yeah. And then it's also got my other colorway that I bought, the
rainbow.
The rainbow. There. This is the other yarn skein I got is the black and the rainbow. Boy, that's blowing out really bad.
That is, isn't it? Oh, there you can.
There, can you see it better?
Hold on, let me
sideways from
let's
the color.
See if we can.
Let's see if I can get a better color, better picture.
Is that the plus sign? No, that's. Oh, let me just here. Try that way.
Okay. Well, see, that's still blowing out.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We're having some.
It's rainbow and black. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Here's a.
Go back to last episode. You can see it in there.
Yeah, it was better in the last episode. I'm trying to see if
I can put a picture.
Well, we'll see what we can do. But that's a different colorway. Kind of give you an idea of what my Clemson one's going to do. I can't believe it's blowing out like that. I wonder if I turned the brightness down on my phone.
Maybe. We're getting into that time of year, guys.
Yeah, it's just going to be catch. That's better.
There you go.
My phone was too bright.
Yep.
So there you can see that's what the black and rainbow's doing.
That's good.
Yeah, but it's Depth by Talitha Kuami, I think is how you say it. So, yeah, that's all I've been knitting on.
Yeah,
I mean,
those
are the projects I took to the beach that I've been working on here at the house. So
I know I've got like a couple things that came in. You got a couple things that came in. And we got some people to shout out to. Like,
yes,
it's been a fun week for us.
It has been.
We'll talk about purchases.
Okay.
You want to go or you want to go?
Okay, I have two.
Okay.
Katie did bags. She's been working with the vinyls, and I love this sparkly thing. I really, really do. So it's Katie did bags. We've talked about her bunches and bunches of time before, but this is something new. Look at the rainbow zipper. I just love the rainbow zipper. Yeah, and it's got the handle, wrist strap, but and it's pretty deep. It's pretty deep. It'll be a great sock bag or hat bag.
Or notions.
No, yeah, I could do notions in it easily, but I love this bag. So Katie did bags, and then this is we had a code with Prairie Bag.
Prairie Bag Works gave us a code as well.
Has it expired though? Till the end of October?
I think it was the end of October, but I'll look and see.
I'm trying to remember. But Prairie Bag Works. Do I have a card that just had? There we go. That's easier to see. Okay, so Prairie Bag Works is Sue's the company name, and that's what her website is under. It's prairiebagworks.net. Is her website, Sue Wilkins, and she's the one who has the rope bowls that are they have the yarn feeders with the tabs. I showed you one that was a single bowl and it didn't have anything embroidered on it. It was just a plain tab. But so I went and ordered a double one. She has a double bowl, so you can do two yarns at a time. And I got Eat, Sleep, Knit, which is my life, and a yarn bowl with needles through it, but all in purple because, I like the purples.
Yeah, the code is expired.
The code expired. Yeah, I thought it did. I hope y'all ordered some of her stuff. She has cute bags, and these arm bowls are fabulous. But it's got, so again, as we showed before, but I'm going to do it again. These tabs slide out, and so you can put your ball of yarn in, and you run the thread
over the top,
just right here, lay it over the top, and then put the tab back through. I'm doing this backwards and upside down, so you see it has that's the opening that it pulls through, so you can
it's secure
knit out of it. It's secure. It's not going to come out of the bowl. And then when you're done with that color, or you want to switch projects, you just take it out, and voila, it's done. So, and if you don't want the temporary part of it, if it's something you know you're not going to ever take out and you don't want to use the bag or anything else,
there's back loops.
There's back loops.
You can run it through
here.
these front loops too.
Yeah, you can run it through this, or you can run it through the loop here. So there's lots of room. I love the oval, and I could do 2 at a time. So I'm going to hook my color work up in this pretty quick.
Nice, yeah.
And run it through. I could actually run multiple. I could run 2 colors at one time through it.
Oh yeah, because
each one of these. So I could do 3 at a time, 3 colors at a time, or even 4. So I'm planning to put this sucker to work because it's really, really cute. Oh, and she included a extra little tab that has a binder ring on it, so I can hang this on a bag.
It's cute.
As a little tag.
Ball of yarn embroidered.
Yeah, it's a ball of yarn embroidered on it in the aqua color. So there we go. Those are 2 things I ordered before we went to SAF and Black Mountain Indie Extravaganza.
All right, so I guess she had a sale. That's all I can think.
She did.
Twice sheared sheep.
Twice sheared sheep.
It was her daughter's birthday, I think, and so she was doing a sale.
Was the word she was looking for there.
So we have talked about these. I need to take some off and actually show you. I thought I took. Yep, there's one. Where's the other one? Did I? No, I lost my mermaid.
It was right there. There she is, right there.
Gosh. Okay, so I got 2 sets. I got the mermaid. Stop swinging, girl. There's the mermaid. And then
She's
I
really
got
cute.
a dragon set.
That's the set I got too.
And so her stitch markers are very unique. So these are the Melody. So you can actually use them as progress keepers or for crochet. And you can get different hook sizes. But so you can actually stick the yarn through those 2 little loops. And then, I know I've got some of the others, yeah. So the sets also came with the scale
pattern.
I don't know, yeah, beads.
Yeah, or
dangles.
Charms,
there we go. And then on this is called, it's not Melody, what is it called? That one's Melody, this one's,
I don't remember.
The other one, she actually puts the 2 loops together, so this is actually non-removable.
Right.
And she's doing 10 days of gratitude right now.
Oh yeah, her emails are really cool to get. But here's the twice sheared sheep. That's how it's spelled, and it's twiceshearedsheep.com. That's straight up. And so she's a pretty website.
So like her today was like 25% off of something. So sign up for her emails and get the 10 days of gratitude.
See, remember she also sells the tins. And all the different, and the rope, show that.
So then, of course, after you hit submit, it's like, would you like a mystery row counter for $10 more? I was like, yes, please. So
yes, please.
it was right before Halloween. So she sent in, look at how cute the little ghost is.
I love that ghost.
So it runs from 1, 9, and then 0. So this is like your 10 or, or your 0 point. So there's this little removable Melody hook on here. I don't know if you can see that. You actually move that. So if I do 10 rows, once I get to number 11, I put the Melody hook here. And so now I know that I am on
the
tens. And then if I get to 20, 30, so on and so forth. 30, so you can actually count up to, anything, because you could actually have 2 of these. Have 2 separate ones. One could be your tens and one can be your hundreds place.
Yeah.
So really cute idea, and it's very lightweight and simple, and you can.
They're cute hanging off of your sweater.
Yes, she does the chain, and then she does a circular one as well. I haven't had the circular one, but a loop around.
What goes in a circle? Where it goes in a circle instead of hanging straight down.
Hang straight down.
It makes a loop.
So that one's cute too. But yeah, that was my singular purchase from Twice Sheared Sheep. Her stuff is really pretty too.
It is. I have a bunch of her stuff.
Very down to earth kind of.
I have a bunch of her stuff.
Well, we have a few patterns we could talk about or we could talk about this.
Let's go ahead and talk about this.
Okay. We have talked about, was it Adore
Knit?
Many, many, many times.
Adore Knit.
I'm going to show. Is there anything on there? Oh, yeah. There you go.
I'll do that.
There you go.
Adore Knit. There's her logo. This is Steph. Hi, Steph.
Hi, Steph.
Thank you, Steph. All right, Adore
She's
Knit.
so sweet.
She is really sweet. And I've communicated back and forth with her, and I've ordered from her several times, and I've shown you guys all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
She's got a nerdy... Oh, we have a low battery sign.
Uh-oh. Why is my thing not charging? Because the cable came out. I don't know if that was it. Let's... we can repeat just a little. So she's nerdy.
Nerdy, yes. She is into nerdy things. That's where I got my... all my Star Wars stuff. I've gotten a bunch of Star Wars from her. And Katie's working with the electronics. I have no clue what's going on. Is it my extension cord?
I don't know. That's still not charging, is it? I wonder if it's my box or my cable.
Did the cord come unplugged from the wall?
Nope. I got another cable. You keep talking. I'll get
I'll keep talking. Hopefully we're still recording and all this is going well. All right, so
the
Steph
keeps going up.
No, you don't know. Steph from Adore Knits. I've shown you Obi-Wan Kenobi and Millennium Falcon and my Las Vegas Raiders and tons of different and dragons. All the dragons. My little
Lots of dragons.
What's his name? Toothless.
Toothless.
Toothless, the black dragon with the big yellow eyes. My cat. Oop, there with the light. Hi guys.
Sorry, guys.
Hopefully you still see us. Technical difficulties. Steph has sent us some gifts.
Ooh.
Whoa! Yeah, that light works.
We're not that ugly, I promise.
Wow.
Okay, now we're charging.
Sorry,
charging,
guys. And we have light, and we're all whopper-jawed. Okay.
So sorry.
That's okay. Sorry about that, guys. This is real life. This is the way things work.
I'm not editing it out. Sorry.
So Steph has been watching us and figured out as you do what our things are, the things that we really love. And,
I could call it stalking, but it's
adorable. It's
stalking,
a wonderful. It shows she cares. Yes. And she's been paying attention. So if you've watched any of our episodes before, you know that I am a huge Yellowstone freak. Matter of fact, I bought a Yellowstone bag. I showed in our last episode. Steph made Yellowstone stitch marker sets and sent me them. I'm so excited. I'm going to go dig something out.
She dig something out.
If you've been around for a while, you know that I have a mini set called Yellowstone Crew. Mm-hmm. Based on the show, and I'm going to do a cowl pattern using all those minis, and I'm going to use these stitch markers. Okay, y'all get ready. This is so cool. This is John Dutton on a stitch marker. Oh, help me hold that up. Here, long arms, do that for me. It is John Dutton on a stitch marker. Can you get it? There it is. There he is. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And this set came with there's a cowboy on a horse and these beautiful blues, denim blues and coppers, all my fave colors. Can you see all those that go with it? A full set.
Jump rings with beads.
With the beads on them. I use these things nonstop.
They're so great. So if you just use jump rings, your yarn can kind of get hooked in it. But if you put the bead on there and glue it, which I assume is what she's doing.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They're really, and I love them. I use for separating repeats.
Yeah.
All the time. Like I had a whole bunch of hers on my sock while I was doing the chart pattern because it had an 8-stitch repeat.
So I really like the matte finish of the beads on this second set.
And this is another Yellowstone set. It's in gold, like old gold, antique gold. And this one is a Progress Keeper that is a cowboy hat. There's this little cowboy hat. And this one makes my heart go pitty pat. I'm so excited. It's the Yellowstone brand. It even says Yellowstone in there.
It does.
Y'all, I'm so casting this on.
Such a
Yellowstone
good job.
starts back season 5 on Sunday. Whoop, whoop. So excited. And then the matching little markers. You can see the beads are a matte, and they're very much the Western colors. So cute, so pretty. Thank you, Steph. You know me. That was awesome.
It was so her message she sent to us. She said, I talked about it before. Patrick Rothfuss. The reason I named my dog Ari is because that's a character in those books. To name the wind, the name of the wind
series.
Yeah, and so she's also a Patrick Rothfuss fanatic, and she is just like me. We're not sure we're getting the last book in the series, which I might cry. But so she said something about that. Nothing name of the wind themed, but of course I named my dog Ari, and she sent these cute little. This is cute because there's the black and white, and then the other side is white and black. So I gotta have a front and a back kind of stitch marker.
Yeah, puppy dog tracks.
And then there's a little dog bone, and then guys, it's a hot dog. It's a dachshund.
Like her long dogs.
Look at how cute.
It's so cute.
It's a little chest. So and then, oh man, I put all the little ones on the table, sorry. And then all the cute little colors, pinks and greens, and so adorable. And then, I am definitely 100% HP fan. So she sent a little Harry Potter set. So here is, I think it's the Sorcerer's Stone.
I can't see, and we're losing light.
We are losing light. I think that is because he's on the broom, and I think is that the one that's on the broom? I haven't actually seen the book covers in a very long time. So there was that, and then she knows I'm a Hufflepuff.
It is. It's Sorcerer's Stone.
Okay, I thought so, but she sent me this little one right here with the yellow dot in the middle. And yes, I am a Hufflepuff. Sometimes I think I should be Ravenclaw because I do feel like that, but I'm such a weirdo dork. Luna and I would get along really well.
Yeah.
And then
it's
cute
pretty.
little. There's a bunch of different colors. So Harry Potter colors. So cute. Thank you so much, Steph.
Thank you,
Steph. This was so sweet.
And in addition to our gifts, she told
us we could keep them, but
2 packs, and we're going to put them in our giveaways.
We are going to put them in our giveaways.
Look at these beautiful winter coffee cups. That'll be perfect for our giveaway ending in the end of December, beginning in January. So thank you again, Steph. And these are for everybody watching. I mean, for whoever wins the drawings for our giveaways.
There's a little coffee cup, and I think it's just the rest of the jump ring.
There's a snowflake.
Right? Oh, there is a snowflake.
There's a snowflake in there, too, that matches the snowflake on the cup.
Super cute.
So you can see the set there. I don't want to take it apart.
No. It's cute together.
But thank you, Steph. We really, really appreciate you.
Nope. She gave us a coupon code.
And we have a coupon code for Steph.
It's good until the end of our ecal. So the code is Knitistry. That's Knitistry, KNITISTRY, for 25% off of whatever you buy in her store. And again, that's through the end of the year. She has an Etsy shop.
It's an Etsy shop.
So
I'm pulling up her Etsy shop so you can see.
Adorn It.
Adorn It. That's what it's called. And that's her Etsy shop, and you can see some of the stuff right there that she's got in her featured items.
She also has some of the scales. I think at one point she did. She might not anymore, but I know she had some that were like dragons.
She's got all kinds. I mean, her categories, we'll talk about her sections. Project bags and pouches, snips and tape measures, book markers and keepers, character marker and keepers, design your own markers, fantasy markers and keepers. Well, that's where I go first. Food and drink, holiday markers and keepers, knit and yarn specific, pets, sci-fi, seasonal, shawl, scarf, and hairpins, sports, small markers and keepers, sundry, just all kinds of mixed up. Superhero. Oh, we're going to go like superheroes. We have Avengers, Batman, Stark Industries, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Cute.
I'm Batman. More Batmans. More Batmans.
So she has a ton of different things, and you can get like a whole set, I think, for like $8.
Yeah, depending on which one you're doing.
Right, whatever you. But they're so cute. It's so great. So please go support her business. Use the coupon code.
She does beautiful things, and she's so fun. I mean, her ideas about what she puts together in groups are so much fun.
Yeah, it's
so much fun. So, thank you again, Steph. We really appreciate you.
Cute. And, nice little surprise.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh, are we done with less than an hour? We're going to talk about some patterns.
We were going to talk about some patterns.
So we found a few patterns that we kind of been sent. So this is, again, we talked about this in our first couple of episodes. We literally spend the entire week like texting each other
back and forth. Our text chain is really long.
And so unfortunately it also goes from text to Instagram. So we like share Instagram photos and then we share text and then it's just this whole process.
And we send links from the internet. I mean, like Ravelry links, Wavelry winks.
It's just as good as the cheddars.
Yeah, just as good. Okay, so this is y'all, just saying.
Braid hair lady with a shawl.
Got me all over it. But this is Paper Daisy chain. Mm-hmm. Paper Daisy Creations. Is it Paper Daisy Creations? Paper Daisy Creations is Lisa Ross. And this is her newest design. It's called Lucky Break.
It's so cute.
Okay, let me find. I should have pulled up the picture where it's stretched out.
Yes. So you see that it was like brown with the color in the eyelets, but then it
also
on the other
stripes,
side.
and they stripe on the other side.
So cute.
It is, and it's not that big a deal. There's only 12 rows where you're making those big old eyelets, where you're binding off and casting back on. So it's just like a pair of rows, 12 times. That's it. The rest of it's a garter, and you do you have your solid and then 6 minis. We'll do it, and I might just have a few sets of minis that I can do this with. She used in this one that is been shown the golden brown and the rainbowy kind of colors are Emma's yarns, 4 Pearls yarn shop, which is Laura's the family shop. Everybody works there. Emma is Emma's yarns, and their son does Love and Leachy. And so it's all a family enterprise, and I love this whole thing. But that's Emma's yarns. They've got 2 different. There's that colorway. It has a name I can't remember right now to save my life. There's a good shot of the stripes right there. I could do
Yellowstone.
My Yellowstone.
As soon as she made the face, I knew.
I'm so excited. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. There's a pink set.
Be cute.
Oh, my stars. I got that red stag, my antique leather. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm bad.
This is how we think.
I'm making it. This is what we do. My brain is just going, where is that pink one? I want you to see this pink one.
Honestly, this is literally why we started a podcast, because we would sit here and we'd be like, check this one out. Our husbands would get a little frustrated because all we ever did was talk about yarn.
Okay, I can't find. There it is.
We spent way too much time together.
I think so. See, sorry, I bumped it. All right, this pink one. This is also an Emma's yarn set, and they have several sets. But 4 Pearls has definitely got sets made up to do this lucky break in, and I can't wait to start it. I'm excited about this one. It's one of the ones I want to do, like
it's cute.
PDQ.
It's the free one. Like if you have scraps.
Oh yeah.
I think you have it pulled up, don't you?
Oh yeah,
right there. Yeah. So a lot of people do scrappy blankets, but
Sun
if you're,
it's called Sun Scraps by Jackie Verbeek. See, there's the name. Okay, so you have the name.
I think I saw this on Instagram, and look at this shawl. I mean, it's free, which is nice.
There,
but check it out.
Big triangle. It's 3 strands at a time.
Oh, I don't remember.
I want to say it's 3 strands on a big needle. See, there it is wrapped up.
So it would be a super comfy kind of cozy shawl type.
I can see doing this instead of. It's 3 strands of fingering to equal a worsted weight.
So you just put them all together.
Yep.
You could do worsted if you wanted to like throw a worsted in there, but I think the color, the marling is part of its beauty. And again,
you can change it and fade it, or stripe it. You don't have to make it marl or fade. But I just think that's so pretty.
It's so cute, and it's something different than a blanket. I know a lot of people will do a blanket, but
I mean, she just published it, so there's not any other projects out there yet.
But I don't want to make a blanket. It gets a little daunting. But this shawl would be just
I think it would be.
And you would use a lot of scraps doing that. You could use all kinds of scraps, and
I think I want to start one. I mean, I've got a crocheted blanket started. Mm-hmm. I think everybody started one a couple of years ago. I started it when COVID started because trying to use up scraps and leftovers. And I've got
a good amount.
about this much of length on it, but it's boring. Sorry, it just is.
But this changes colors because you just
so
throw in
this might
something
be,
new.
Yeah, this might be more fun. So again, that's called Sun Scraps by Jackie Verbeek. I thought that's a cute name.
It was perfect.
It's a really
Sun
good,
Scraps.
yeah.
Like the scrappy blanket. This is, yeah.
Yeah, Sun Scraps.
So, all right, we have
Antique Flora.
Antique Flora. So this is a
Woolen Pines,
pine.
New one.
Just a little bit because it's a very
color is
dark picture.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get that up there. Yeah. Look at how pretty.
That's what my pastel mini set would look good in.
I love that everything they do is size inclusive, and they include the size inclusive in there, like pattern pictures, and it just their color choices for their samples are just, and their pictures. Look at this.
They have the best photography.
They
Oh
do.
my stars!
They do.
I look at their website sometimes just to look at the photography
and their patterns. So you will actually, when you get the pattern, you get a link and a password, so you have access to videos on certain parts of the patterns. So like the 3 Seasons cardigan that we both have started but haven't done much on, there's an entire video selection about how to lengthen it and change it and all kinds of things. Look at that one.
on a light background.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, that's pretty.
That is pretty.
So they've got
there's a short-sleeved one.
Oh, yep.
This is, oh God, that's so pretty. Sorry, guys.
So, I mean, that's another one that we're both interested in.
I got to figure out how many skeins of the solid. It is DK.
Yes, okay.
It is DK. So I would have to double. I can figure this out.
She'll figure it out.
I'm going to figure this out.
But you could do any kind of color changing, or you could just do 2 solid colors.
Yeah.
I mean, that would look pretty too. But
oh, that's just gorgeous.
you could do a speckle in the middle there.
Okay, I'm
like
gonna
the
blow that up one
detailing.
more time. Look at that color. Oh,
It's beautiful.
I can't wait. I can't wait. That would be number 122 on my list. No, I'm gonna move it up higher than that. But that's just gorgeous. Simply gorgeous.
New pattern alert.
Definitely, that's a new pattern alert.
Is there
Okay.
another one?
Yeah, this one's brand new.
I have another one? I don't think I have another one.
Okay, this one is called The Drawing Sweater by Tamami Yoshimoto. There. I know I just butchered her name totally, but there you go. And look at that precious sweater. Isn't that cute? That's a bigger size. Let's see if I can't. Here's this one. And everybody that I've read about who's done the pattern, all of our test knitters, talk about how that the pattern, the flower pattern, is very. See how it goes. This is a raglan, guys. That's what it goes across the shoulder structure. It just flows right through. It doesn't end. It's really. Here's Perlerifics. She did a real low contrast.
It's pretty.
But isn't that pretty? It's just, I absolutely love the way this looks. And here's a flat lay of it. There you go. But that's just I just love that flat. I'm not a big floral person, but I love that free form.
Yeah, it's not
look to the flowers, how they look like they're drifting down the sweater.
Definitely not flowery.
Mm-mm. But and this blue one, of course, me and denim blue. But there's that one. So I call the drawing sweater. I mean DRAWING, drawing sweater. I like that.
All right, I found another thing we're sending back and forth to each other. So we have talked about wool needle thread once. I have one of her bags.
Oh, yes.
And I love it. I did not bring it, but it carries, currently it's carrying Garter Abyss, which I've done 2 rows on since the last time I showed it, which was weeks ago.
I haven't even touched it.
So it's not, and again, it's Garter, it's Abyss. When I change the color, we'll bring them back.
I need to just take it to school and leave it at school and let that be my school
Your
project.
School project. But so we've talked about her bags before. So it's wool needle thread.
There it is.
Wool needle thread on Etsy. She also has her
website.
own website.
She has her own website
and
too.
she has like a monthly or weekly featured bag that she puts on there.
It's usually monthly.
But she posted this on there, and if I was not buying things,
yeah,
look
we
at this
both
bag.
want one of these.
One day,
It's a convertible backpack.
Let me see. Look at how big the bottom is. Look at that. I mean, she did such a good job with
and her
these.
color sense, the fabric she picks. I love that big leather pocket on the back.
Too.
That's like,
that,
oh my god.
I know. So instead
We're
of
both leather freaks, so
instead of buying things, I'm gonna let you guys also drool over the things that we want to buy. Look at the inside pocket. Look at that cute. The zipper just perfect.
It's perfect.
Her color choices. Oh, look, there's the fabric up close. I'm gonna show you every picture, guys.
Yeah, because we love them.
Oh, yep, there's another one. No, that was the last one. That's the last one.
Another one.
But she has some backpack bags that are.
I know they're on her website. I don't know if they're in her Etsy shop or not.
Let's see. Backpacks. Oh, that
was it. Yeah, that color combination is so pretty.
I'm gonna go this way. Look at that. So it's
really
you can
pretty.
carry it as a backpack, or there's 2 clips there, so it turns into
a
tote.
Crossbody kind of style.
Went the wrong way. There's the front.
That's so pretty.
Look at it.
You see her color choices are so pretty.
Go support her because we love her.
Yes.
That's Michelle from Wool Needle Thread.
Wool Needle Thread.
Now we don't have things to show, so we're showing all the things we would
showing all
have
things
bought.
we would. The things that are pulled up in our
Yeah,
Googles.
yeah. So that was one.
All right, one more pattern. I have tons, but I'm going to show one more.
She just showed me this one earlier.
This just came out. Gridster Cowl is what it's called. Linnell Kozer, who I think is Yarn Hero. It's done in Yarn Hero yarn and Juniper Moon. But look at this cowl. I'm in a cowl phase right now. I want to do all the cowls.
It's really pretty.
It's using the Yarn Hero color changing yarn on a gray background in this particular sample. But it's just a beautiful. I love the grid look. I love the geometric. Let's see if here's a back view of a different one. That's what the back looks like. So see, it's narrow at the back, and then it's the bandana style, which I love because my neck is what gets hot a lot of times, and my chest will be cold, but my neck is hot. So I like having that cowl there so that it drapes across the front. But here's a different color.
That's pretty.
See that? I love that grid pattern.
Very simplistic, but
it's that geometric.
Yeah.
Boom. So I love that cowl. Okay, one more. Dots. Got to show the dots because I have a thing about polka dots. This is the Delightful Dot Cowl. And look at those. They're mohair dots, people. Look at the 2 different colors and how they merge together. I think the way the pattern is written is that you use 2 different colors of mohair, 2-stranded. And so you do like 2 strands of the same, and then in 1 strand of each, and then 2 strands of the other. And so that it turns into, and it's got a twist. It has a Mobius twist to it. You can see that in the middle. But okay, it's in the projects. The colorway that really just zapped me and said, "Do me." There you go.
There she goes.
There you go. Project's talking to me again.
Oh yeah. Look at the pastels and that brown.
Those pastel mohair pieces on that brown background. It's technically it's olive, like an olivey brown, but I just think that's the prettiest thing. And I love polka dots. Again, it's that geometric thing I got going.
It's pretty.
But that's, again, Delightful Dots. Delightful Dot Cowl. There you go. By Tori Yu. Tori Yu. Perlerific Knitter did this one too. She was one of the test knitters for this one. I'll pull hers up. It was right there. I like her second picture better. Well, no, there you can see the cowl. She did hers in different colors. She changed color of the background and the color of the dots, and you can see that. There's all kinds of things you can do with this pattern. It's so cool.
Did we talk about this one last time?
Yeah. No. No. You found it since last time.
You had that one.
Yeah. And, Stephen West's new one.
Oh yeah, his hibernate.
The hibernitting. This is the 3rd year.
I think so because it started kind of COVID-ish
time. The hibernitting.
After COVID.
We'll talk about that one.
Okay.
I'll pull up.
This is Plucky Pigeon Knits, and she did this one sweater. It's like a gray sweater with crows, I think. So a lot of her things has animals and stuff on it. So go check out her entire Ravelry. Super cute. But she has this winter juniper sweater, and it is beautiful. So there's the winter juniper sweater by Caitlin Shepherd, or Plucky Pigeon. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little lace at the back and those little V's. Oh gosh, look at the sleeves.
The pleat in them.
Oh my gosh.
They have a pleat.
And she's got the little V's on the front too. So you do like a single color and then a lace on like underneath. There's beads across the top of that. There were some cute ones in there. I already picked out yarn. I'm making this one. But so cute.
It is pretty.
One that we saw one that we're like, oh my gosh, that's a really cute one. Here's a one where they did 2 different colors.
Yeah.
So you can see it a little bit better. I'm trying to turn her back to you can really see the lace pattern.
Yeah, you can see the details on that one.
Yeah. So cute.
It's pretty.
So I've got yarn picked out for that one. I'm definitely knitting this one. Oh, they go all the way down the back. I should show that.
Yeah.
So that's the winter juniper sweater. And it's not really a sweater, it's short sleeves. But it's so cute.
It is
So
pretty.
making that one. But
That is
go
pretty.
ahead.
All right. I love Stephen West. Aurora, no matter what I said about the Mystery Knit Along Clue 1, I really do love Stephen West stuff. This is the Aurora Cabin shawl. I just want to show you the name, but I want you to, up close.
Yeah.
There. Look at the details in that, the stitch patterns. I want to do that so badly. And I have multiple 5 skein runs that I can do this in. That's not a problem. I don't have to buy yarn to do this. But
Neither of us need to buy.
neither of us need to buy any more yarn. Oh no, I could start a yarn store. I've been in yarn stores that have less yarn than I do. No lie, that is not a lie. But I love the stitch patterns. I love the way this looks. His videos that go along with it are adorable. And oh God,
We love Stephen West.
we love Stephen West. But that is definitely on my to-do list right there. That is definitely on my to-do list. I want to do the Aurora Cabin. Oh, look at this color.
Oh, that's a cute
Look at that one. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop.
All right, I only have one more thing. I was going to show this.
I know you got to show that.
So, my sister is with Sarah. We are all good with jokes and punny things. So she constantly is sending me like the stupidest things, and half of it I can't show anybody ever because it's highly inappropriate. Yes. This one's not. So I get the knitting jokes a lot. So this is, guys, look at it says, my neck hurts. Well, just 2 more rows. We're almost done. This was a bad idea. It's like
Brontosaurus is using their necks as knitting needles.
And knitting and just, it's so cute.
This is why the dinosaurs went extinct.
They couldn't finish the sweater.
They couldn't finish their sweater.
But, oh gosh, I thought, that
funny.
tickled me pink when she sent that to me, so of course I had to share.
You have to show that, that's right.
But yeah.
That is funny.
I don't think we have anything science-y, really, this week.
I talked a little bit about my
forensics.
anthropology bones. Yeah, I'm having so much fun. I now can look at a skull, a human skull, and I can tell you male or female, its general ethnicity, actually age. I can give you an age range on it. All these things I've learned that I didn't. I mean, I knew you could do that, but I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Now I know how to do it. I can look at leg bones and tell you the height and approximate age.
Wow. It's impressive.
I look at pelvic bones. Oh, y'all, the pelvis is a work of art. Let me just say this. I mean, having had 3 children, I know that it functions quite well. But actually looking at the bone structure of pelvises, male versus female, it is freaking awesome.
You need to use it as a pickup line. That pelvis you got.
I don't need to pick anybody up right now. I got enough on my hands. But the way the pelvis is structured, it's, oh my gosh, it is really grand design, people. The grand design is evident. It's really, so I've learned a lot, and I'm all juiced up about it. I'm so excited. We're the science liaison person who does our, shepherds the ordering and organizes all this stuff. I keep sending him, okay, I want these bones, and I want these bones, and I want these bones. So I have my own demo stuff, and I can show them all the different. It's been fun. I really am having a good time. And we're getting ready to wrap up anthropology, and then we're going to burn things down. We're going to talk about arson.
I just keep thinking that's a nice pelvis. That's all I can think of right now.
Oh, we have really pushed the envelope today, darling.
I'm tired.
Yeah, we have been tired. It's Thursday. And
Monday and
we made Tuesday off. It was our fall break.
Week ever.
Well, South Carolina uses schools for polling.
So we have to have.
So we always have election days off.
And they usually give us the
And
Monday
so they'll
off.
just go ahead and give us Monday and Tuesday off on those years. And that, of course, was this year. And we...
I don't know. It's just
so we had 2 days. We had Monday, Tuesday off.
Coming back and then having to work.
And having a short week after being off. And I mean, I didn't come home until Tuesday night, and so it's been a long couple days getting right back to it. But it's been good. It's been good.
Zach and I took a pottery class. It was so much fun.
They took a pottery class.
It was more money than I wanted to spend, of course, but we both got to make 2 pieces, and my husband is an artist.
He is an artist, yes. He is good at this stuff.
She literally told us, we're sitting there, she's telling us what we're doing, and she was like, all right, we're not specifying what you're making today. The clay will just do what it wants to do. And he's like, no, I am making stemless glasses. And he had a ruler.
That's the science geek part of us rubbing off.
Oh, this is the first time he's done pottery throwing on the wheel and everything, but he had to make them identical. Guys, you can't make anything identical when you're doing pottery, but it was fun to watch him try. I'll post pictures once we get them all back and stuff. I kind of made a yarn bowl. I just didn't put the little hole in it, and because I was like, I don't really use yarn bowls. They kind of just hold things for me.
Yeah.
But I got a bowl. I got a cup.
Bet I'm going to use this one.
Well, that one you can. Well, I just figured the little, if you do the loop ones with yarn bowls, that breaks usually.
It gets too thin.
I I glue them back on. Like I've got 3 of them that I had to glue that part back on because they're just.
Yeah, because it gets thin. It's hard to make it strong.
Yeah, so, and I don't like the ones that have just a hole. It doesn't. I want to be able to take that sucker out.
Yeah, I do too. So that's my problem with them.
All right, guys.
We have
exhausted. I didn't think we had an hour and a half in us, but
well, you know us. We'll talk and tell stories and fill in all the gaps. But we've run out of light. It's dark outside.
Yeah, we don't look so good anymore.
Yeah, our colors have changed.
Yeah.
The age is starting to show.
We might need to start turning the top light on. I bet you that might help.
There's only one light bulb in it. I need to change the light. I turned it on a while ago, and I need to change light bulbs. I'm out of light bulbs, so I got to go buy light bulbs at the store.
Might not happen, guys. This might be as good as it gets.
No, we're gonna figure something out. We're gonna figure something. We'll get some more light going.
The circle light's the first thing. We've never tried it before, so
yeah. This is our.
Hopefully it looks okay.
Put my glasses back down so I don't look like I got up.
Don't look you from a horror movie.
Don't take them off. And that's right. I can't even see now.
Can't see now. So.
Can't see now. All right, guys. Thank you for watching all of our past episodes. We're over 800 subscribers now. Remember, when we get over 1,000, we get 1023. We will do another giveaway for all of our and draw from our YouTube subscribers. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Ravelry. Don't forget to put the hashtag
Knerds
Ecal
2022.
So KNERDS EKAL 2022 on Instagram, so we can see your progress.
Into a drawing that we're going to do for this,
because we're going to do an Instagram drawing as well as Ravelry drawings for our make along.
Yep. So join both. Yep. You can enter in both places. You can enter as many as you want. Essentially, I don't know. Can you win too? I think we should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're in both places, increase your opportunities. Yeah. So drop us a message, drop a comment, let us know what you think, and what else we can do. Be sure and subscribe if you haven't already.
Because we're not spending money.
Yeah, right. We're trying. We did pretty good this past 2 weeks.
We did.
We did real good this past 2 weeks. The only thing I have is stuff I'd ordered before, and it just came in. So
stitch markers.
Yeah,
definitely.
We're gonna try.
Ooh, that's what we could do. A stitch marker episode.
Yeah,
because we've talked
on how we use stitch markers and all that kind of stuff. Because we both make our own too, as well as buy everybody's out there that we fall in love with.
I need all kinds of different ones.
I do too. I have piles of little tins and collections of when I've got some zip up stitch marker holders, keepers that are full. I have a drawer full of stitch markers.
We can do a stitch marker episode.
We can do a stitch marker episode. It's a thing. yeah, we've got ideas of things that we can do. But y'all keep coming back.
Keep knitting, keep tagging us. And are we ready?
We're ready.
All right.
Knit periodically.
Bye.
Bye.